Welcome everybody back to the channel. Today we have a mobile detail job on the go, actually in person, doing the whole process of me setting up my car, unloading the car, filling up my tank at the detail shop. I'm gonna try to get as much footage for you guys as I can, because I think this is really cool. I would like to see this, right? Seeing someone actually detail out of the car. You guys have seen my setup in the car. If you guys haven't seen it, I'll link the video up above down below as well. And if you guys are interested in how I have my setup in the car, so if you guys want to see that, go check that video out. But today, I'm actually gonna do a job today. I have a job in about an hour, so I actually gotta hurry myself up and pack everything up and pack my car, go to the detail shop, fill up, and then drive, get on the freeway. It's about a 35-minute drive, so, and I only have like 55 minutes. We gotta go, right? So now, what do I need to bring, all right? On every job, I make sure I have my wheel and tire cleaner, right? You need a wheel and tire cleaner, you need an interior cleaner, you need towels to dry, towels for the inside of the car, and then you need your vacuum. My air compressor is already in the car. Obviously the tank of water we're gonna fill up right now too. And I think I said vacuum, but if I didn't say vacuum, right? And then the chemicals. So now my number one thing this is what I bring out on the car. I leave it on the floor. This is my caddy, Chemical Guys caddy that I bought a long time ago. I thought it was really cool because you could fit a lot of chemicals. I know there's a lot of different, you don't have to buy Chemical Guys caddy. It's like $40 for this thing. I don't even think they sell it anymore on Amazon. Just go to Harbor Freight, pick up a Hercules brand or Bauer brand. It's a similar thing. They even have bigger ones. They're like 20, 30 bucks. So if you want to check them out. But I like this one. I just bought it and I'm just going to keep using it right until it breaks. But what I keep in here is basically the chemicals that I use every single job, right? Interior cleaner, tire dressing, window cleaner, tire shine. I did have my wheel and tire cleaner in here, but now I use the Ryobi sprayer, so I have them in those bottles. And then I have a ceramic choice, or a ceramic detail spray, right? Like Quiver Hot Coat, or I also have Technician's Choice in here. And then I have some miscellaneous brushes for carpets and stuff like that, leather, interior, whatever you deal with. Little detail brushes as well. My tire shine applicator in there. This is kind of like just my holy grail of everything I use on a job I have to use in here, my must-haves, right? So I have that in there. We got the rigid vacuum, which I will be bringing today. We got the wheel and tire cleaner right here with 2 sprayers from the electric. I really, really like them, guys. I'm a big fan of those. If you haven't seen my review, check it out. I love those things. I definitely need the adapter for the longer bottle, which I'll talk about later. And then this is my new, I don't want to say invention, but my new method of carrying towels, which is this G-Technic bag. It doesn't have to be this G-Technic bag. I'm just using it because I have it. And yeah, basically I use this to carry my towels. The right side, I have drying towels, glass towels. The left side, I have my all-purpose interior cleaners, or for door jams, kind of like all-purpose towels, right? On the left side, the little smaller pocket for the smaller towels, right for the glass and the glass towels, or drying towels and glass towels. So that's that. You could also fit, which is really cool about this bag, I have this little pocket here to fit in like some cotton swabs to fit into the air vents, detail brushes. It's a really cool bag. So that's what I'm gonna use. And I'm not 100% sold on it yet, right? We only have one car to detail today, so I don't need to bring a ton of things. I also used to use this box right here, and I used to carry a ton of towels. I didn't need that many, it was overkill. So that's why I'm kind of trying to learn a new process, right? Because my car is jam-packed with stuff, so I'm trying to like kind of limit down on the amount of stuff I bring, because I hate having to unload it all when I get to the job site and when I get home to unload it. So I'm trying to make it easier for myself, really. So that's why I'm kind of planning out these things in my head. And then we have our 2 buckets, which I need to dump out, and we're gonna go refill them with some new water. And then I have my generator here, the Pulsar 4000. And yeah, so that's pretty much everything I'm gonna bring with me. I'm gonna bring a new towel. So don't look too closely into this space over here. I'm still trying to remodel everything on this side, but got the drying towel. I'm gonna use the McKillen's drying towel. I'm gonna bring the little, what am I gonna bring? Oh yeah, the gauntlet towel from the rag company there. So now we have the Max Shine purple towel, McKillen's drying towel. I like this gauntlet towel, the size of it, because I use this when I follow my leaf blower, and it's really nice for me. I really like it. We need to bring a few more interior towels and all-purpose towels, kind of. So we got some jobbers from the the house of rags, and then throw that in there. Again, we only have one car, so we don't really need to stress out too much about it, about how many towels we really need. So boom, we got all of that in there. And I'm gonna close this up. And now this bag is ready to go. I do have a cooler as well that I bring drinks in. So I just fill up water and then throw some ice in there. And then I put some water bottles, energy drinks, soda, whatever you wanna bring, Gatorade. I have that in there. So now I pretty much showed you guys everything I use. Maybe I forgot a thing or two, but I'll show you guys anyways in a second when we load up the car. So let me go take you guys to the car. We're gonna load it up. Shout out to Shine Supply, by the way. You know what I mean? I had to go buy a shirt from Shine Supply. You know, shout out to Shine Supply. I'm a big fan of their stuff, as you guys can see right there. Shine Supply stuff. So, all right, let's load up the trunk first. Let me show you guys what I load up the trunk with. All right, so the trunk, I have the air on the right, the water on the left. I kind of put my soap on the left back here, the gallons. I have one for the buckets. I have the Quiver Rogue for the foam cannons, the Pearl, P&S Pearl for the buckets, and then I have my stuff right here. So I put my, it's hard, you're in the car, right? So I got to figure out space. I put my foam cannon right there in the middle. So this is my Raincovo, right? I have P&S Brake Buster in there because I had some leftover and I just didn't know where to put it. So I put it in my Raincovo. Maybe we'll use that today. And then I have Josh's leftover Quiver soap that I use on someone out my family's car. Have some leftover, just gonna keep it and use it today. And then we have the tank here we're gonna fill up at the shop in just a second. We have our Easy Detail brush that I use all the time. And yeah, basically that's pretty much all I put back here. And on this side of the seat, on the behind the driver, when I drive right here, we have the back seat where I'm gonna be putting this, the G-Technic bag right here. Doesn't really fit that great, but it's gonna do the job for now. Little caddy bag that I use, and that's where I lay that at. And then we have the Ryobi blower battery already attached. I kind of just shoved that back here too behind it. Now this isn't like my go-to setup. Like I said, this is like my second time doing this setup. I had it differently back in the day, I guess you could say. But now we're gonna go to this side of the car and show you guys how I load it up, right? So open up that door. And I do have the passenger side seat pretty far up because we need to fit the generator, buckets, and vacuum. So I'll show you guys how I fit that right now. All right, so generator goes pretty much just fits straight behind that seat. Pretty heavy, so it does take a little muscle right there, but that's behind the seat. Then we got the two buckets and the vacuum. All right, and then for this side, I put the vacuum this way. Then I put the vacuum hose on top of it. And then we somehow stack the buckets right there. You're about to find out how it works. All right, the buckets, they somehow just stack. I'm kind of using a little bit of the seat on top of the generator. It's probably not the best idea, but you got to do what you got to do. And that's how I keep them stacked on top of each other. And when we go to the detail shop and fill up, we're actually going to fill up the tank and the buckets. You guys will see how that works in a second. So that's pretty much it on this side. And then passenger side. Now the passenger side is where I put my Ryobi sprayers and as well as the cooler on this side. All right, so cooler into the seat. I have my water bottle I just put in the front. And then I'm gonna be putting my Ryobi blower, Ryobi sprayers, and then maybe another chemical or two that I might need. All right, 2 Ryobi sprayers gonna go in the front seat on the bottom. And I do have the batteries out because you don't wanna accidentally spray them. So I just have them on the outside. I'll put them down at the cup holder so I don't forget about that. And then I have my Ryobi blower as well to put in there. All right, and then I got some like random stuff. This is Cruise Interior Cleaner from Shine Supply. I got Black Ice fragrance. I have this local fragrance here local to me. It's just basically cherry. So I'm gonna throw that in there and make sure the sprayers are all locked because you don't wanna be driving around there spraying all over the floor here. So I got them all on off. Now I do. And this is gonna be tightened up. Okay, so we got that good to go. Now this, I could probably just get another little bag or something and figure out the way to really get it great. But that's basically how it looks, guys. I'm gonna show you guys real quick. That's the front seat, the back seat, the trunk. You can see all that. And then the side here where we have, I mean, everything you could think of we have in there. So yeah, and then the rest of the stuff in the garage here. And yeah, so I have to go to the detail shop right now, fill up water. Now I do have an IK sprayer that I do have some Yum wheel foam in there. I'm just gonna use the rest of the P&S Brake Buster I have and then the Ryobi cleaner. Then we'll probably start using a little bit more of the wheel foam from Yum, because I do like it. It's actually really good. So yeah, for right now, I think that's all I really need. The tough part about having this car set up is that you have to, or for me, because I take everything out and then put it back in, because I hate having to leave it in the car. It smells really bad. So I just take everything out. But yeah, for me, that's the only thing I don't like, is that I have to take everything out, put everything back in. Oh, almost forgot one of the most important things. Oh my God. Hold on. This right here, the drill bit, or the drill brush kit that I bring with me. The reason why I bring that is because it's really great for carpets. So I'm gonna throw this in the front seat, and then we gotta get out of here. So we gotta head out, because we gotta still fill up water and get on the freeway. So I'll see you guys when I get to the detail shop and fill up my water. All right, guys. So I just made it to the shop, and I'm about to show you guys how I go down, how this goes down here. So I'm gonna park. I'm actually on the back side of the shop. Let me just make sure I put the tripod out here. So I just park right now. I leave the car running, AC on, pop the trunk back here. Now we're gonna go, you can see the trunks pop now. And this is how it kind of looks from the back, from the, I guess, driver's side. If you're looking back, it's buckets, vacuum, everything back there. And then we need to take dollar bills, because this shop does take bills, so we need some bills. And I've done the math before, so sorry guys, I'm just putting the camera down. So 1, 2, 3, I need $3 to fill up my tank and fill up the buckets. That's usually how much it takes. I guess we'll see today if that's still stands true. Yeah, trunk is popped open. I'm gonna set the camera down so you guys can see how this goes down. See if it's still showing me here. Boom. So I gotta get the hose right from right here, and then I'm gonna go straight to my tank from my car right here. And my water tank, we kind of lift the lid, throw it down in there, make sure it's on, everything's on, go back to the actual pay machine thing and start putting on. So $1, I believe, is 10 gallons, and my tank is 30, but we're gonna put in $3 because we need to fill up my making sure I don't get no leaks back there. All right, so water is flowing. I'm just making sure the hose isn't coiled up. And then I go to my back seat of the car, get my buckets out. Get my buckets out right here on the floor. And then I put my lids down in there. Now I'm about halfway filled up right now on the tank. So let me show you guys here real quick. If you guys can see this, the tank's getting filled up right here. And the tank's about halfway, maybe 60, 70% here. Then down here, you see my 2 buckets. And you're about to see how I kind of do this transaction. I guess you can see like little, let me put the camera down here a little bit and go this way so you guys can see how this goes down. So it's about to fill up. So I kind of eyeball it. I kind of already know where the point is at the limit I can really get to. So right there is probably the most. Then I go straight to there, because time is money here. Don't want to wait. I got 20 seconds to fill up both tanks, so we should be good. I don't really need to fill it up too crazy either. So we got that. And then sometimes I fill up my foam cannon. I'm not going to do that today because we only have 1 car. If I'm really stretching out on water, this for my wheels, this for here. Let me lock it real quick. Get a little bit of water more in the tank. Hold on. A little bit extra water never hurt nobody. All right, boom. And that's about filled, and we're out of time. So perfectly, boom. Let that water just drip out. And don't be that guy, put the stuff back. Don't just throw it on the ground. All right, so now next thing I do, the 2 lids. Put them back on. And I'm not gonna lie, even with the Gamma Seal lids, you're gonna get a little leak. A little leak maybe if they're tilted and stuff like that, but I have them, grab them both. And then just throw them on the back seat like the same way I showed you guys earlier. I throw them back in here. And it's pretty tough, I'm not gonna lie. So let me show you guys real quick. So like I said, make sure you put the hose back. You know what I mean? So this is what it looks like right now. So it'll do for right now. Then we gotta just close this door. And make sure you put the lid back on, because I've definitely missed putting the lid back on and messed up. These are lifesavers. Get some Neil pads, guys. It doesn't have to be this brand. Go to Husky, Home Depot, pick yourself up one. I need it now. So yeah, so now we're pretty much done. And just like that, we're all filled up, and I will be getting there. My GPS says 2:39, so a little bit late, not really, but sort of. I'm gonna let him know that my ETA, so he knows. He said around 2:30 because he's also, I think he's at work too, so he's not really too fussed about it, but I'm gonna send him my ETA right now. My ETA is currently, I also give myself a little buffer room. I'm gonna say 2:42, add a little 3 minutes on there, never know. So yeah, 2:32, and we're en route now. So yeah, I'm gonna charge my camera and microphone as well. So also, guys, let me know how you guys like the new setup. I got a new camera, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Got the new mic as well, DJI mic. I don't know if the quality is that much better. I don't know. But yeah, we got some more detailers showing up, I think. So I don't want to be in the way of them while they fill up and waste their time. So I'll see you guys when I get to the job, and kind of show you guys my process of unloading the whole car, how I actually go ahead and wash the car with my car, right out of my car. So I'll see you guys in just a second. And for me, it's gonna be 40 more minutes of driving on the freeway. So see you guys then. All right, once I show up to the spot, first thing I do is take out the bucket. I already made sure I take that one out because sometimes the door falls out, or it falls out if I open the door too quick. So I got one bucket out, 2 buckets out, and then I start with the inside first. So I got the vacuum and the vacuum hose out first, but I just like to get everything out so I don't have to go back and forth inside the car. Next thing is the generator, which is the heaviest thing. So there we go. This thing's about like 40 something pounds probably. So got that out. And then we have the extension cord from there to there. So we got that. What I end up doing for the cars is the license plate cover, just because when I do videos or pictures of it, that's a little protection to people who kind of don't want their information shown. So I got the front covered up, into the back, and then I'll show you guys the car we're working on right now. And then the back seat has my caddy, so caddy, all the stuff I use, I'm gonna put that on top of the buckets. And then the G-Technic bag has my microfiber towels for the inside. Since I'm gonna start on the inside, I'm gonna grab a couple towels. I'm gonna grab probably 2, just to be safe right now. 2 towels, and the inside, a detail brush that I end up just keeping in my pocket. And then the cotton swabs, I'll probably just come back for those when we do the vents. So yeah, let's take these 2. I'll show you guys the actual car we're working on today. So we got an Acura MDX here, so we're gonna do the inside and out. Standard detail, basically no shampooing seats or anything like that. It's just, basic inside and out. Got the keys here. Unlock the door. Okay, so yeah, basically just vacuum everything out, blow everything out first, and then vacuum everything. So I'm gonna just clean up. Basically, what I do on the inside is just any type of big trash or big whatever I try to take out, and I just kind of put in my car for now. And then when I'm done, I just put it all back. So I'm gonna take everything out, then we'll just put everything back in my car, or take all the big stuff items out of the car, put it into mine. So that way it's kind of out of the way. I take the floor mats out next. So the back seat's all cleared out. Doesn't look like there's anything else we need. Gotta unhook these mats. I gotta go on the other side and unclip it. And then I take the big trash out. And you guys will see the process right now. So this is gotta be unclipped. So now we can take the whole seat out, or the whole floor mat out. Any big items of trash, I kind of just pick up. Have a coin in there. Oh shit. I just dropped my camera or something happened to it. I don't know what happened. The door closed on it. So hopefully it's still recording. And yeah, just take out the big trash basically. So all the big trash is kind of taken out. I'm gonna take the floor mats out, and then I'm gonna start blowing everything out with my air compressor. So Let me show you guys how I turn that all on. So, I mean, pretty standard. Set to start, yank it, put it on, start it on run. And the light is green, so now I know I'm able to plug it in. Now we're plugged in. Vacuum gets attached. The hose, vacuum hose. Unplug this. I do have an extension cord. I don't think I'll need one. Then I plug it into my rigid. What are they called? Extension? No. Whatever the thing's called. So now we got that. I turn number 2 is my air compressor. Right there. I have the little button, but I don't have it with me. All right. Then I pull out the air compressor as much as I probably need. And then take it and start blowing out stuff. All right, so I take both floor mats, put them on the ground for right now. If I had a table, it'd be better. But now we're basically just gonna blow everything out with the air compressor gun. So we're gonna start from the front. I start in the front or the back. It really just switches up, changes, depends sometimes. But yeah, basically just blow everything up. All right, I'm gonna go from the back seat and blow forward so we can get a lot of that stuff in the tracks out. And then that's the downside about having a small air compressor. Not this attachment, the actual air compressor, is that it only lasts like 30 seconds to a minute. So I gotta let this charge up again, but I'll bring my vacuum, start vacuuming that side, this side, go on that side, and then start blowing out again. Vacuum up, wipe everything down, scrub everything, all the seats, doors, center console area, and then we start on the outside. So since I'm letting the air compressor recharge with air, I'm gonna just vacuum up the side I already blew out because I already know it's pretty much done. So vacuum up this side, and then behind it, then we blow out the other side, vacuum it, follow the instructions, I kind of like that. So here we go. All right, now that everything's vacuumed out, blown out, I'm probably gonna do like a last minute vacuum at the very end, you know, just in case you step inside, you open up the door, some stuff falls in, you have to vacuum at the end. So yeah, we're gonna just basically scrub everything down now. We're gonna use, this is the Shine Supply's leather interior cleaner. I do have Pulsar, but I just have this little bottle, so I thought I might as well go ahead and try it out here. So gonna just scrub it all up. Circular motions, back and forth motions, whatever motion you gotta get to get it out. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? So scrub that all in. I wish I didn't get the Scrub Ninja. I need to get another Scrub Ninja. I need to buy a few more, actually, not just one. I need to buy a couple more, just for that. So yeah, that looks way better. This is like shinier. You got a little bit sleeker satin finish, which is what you want. So yeah, that's kind of my steps I'm gonna go for as far as cleaning the leather. If I had a Scrub Ninja, it'd be way faster than this, but I just don't have it. So I'm still trying to make sure I bring all the necessities. There's gonna be some stuff I miss because I'm just trying to rush, because I'm trying to go, you know, I'm doing this after my job, so I'm just trying to get there as quick as possible and then end up forgetting something. So it's all right. You learn, you live and you learn. I gotta make sure I put like 2 or 3 Scrub Ninjas in my G-Technic bag or my caddy. But yeah, we're basically gonna do this for all the seats here. Make sure they're nice and tender and clean. So it's already looking a lot better. So I gotta do this on all the cars or all the seats, sorry. And then we're gonna do the inside door jams and doors. Sorry. And then that's pretty much it. So let me get started. Let me get some work. All right, so the inside's pretty much basically done. Thankfully, my brother came to help me out. So if you guys didn't know how I already do the floor mats, my brother's using a pressure washer, but we're gonna do the floor mats There's no extraction, so we're just gonna try to clean them up the best we can. They don't look that great, but they're less dusty. All right, so my brother has already done the other 3 wheels. We just gotta do this one. And you guys could tell there's a ton of water spots, so it's not gonna be able to look the greatest. If you guys can see up close, all the water spots it has. So it's got quite a bit. So, I mean, I can't really do much of that, right? If I'm not getting paid for it. We're just gonna try to clean it up as best we can. Go in here with the Ryobi electric sprayer. Make sure we cover the whole surface with a breaker here. And then we're gonna go around with knockout for the... I'm kind of running low, so thankfully this is the last wheel we have, so I made it just in time. But we are going to be doing his truck as well, I think. Hopefully the light's still around, but if we do the truck, I do have a bit of P&S brake buster, and then I have a solution from Shine Supply for the wheels, so it's not going to be that big of a deal. Our easy barrel brush here. I mean, this is caked on, guys, so it's not going to be perfect here. We're going to definitely need like an acid or something to remove this, or like a iron remover to help loosen that up. But we're going to do the best we can for sure. And the face of the brush, I use the Easy Detail factory brush. And then the lug nuts, we're going to use the small Detail Factory brush, or like synthetic brush. Oh yeah, this thing was just like sitting. There was all this dirt and water spots from it's probably left parked right here by the sprinklers, so it's probably got a ton of years of water spots and all that, so. All right, so we're gonna do the pre-foam here. So it's pretty simple, just foam it on the car. I just realized I didn't bring my mitt on the stick. We let it sit for about 3 minutes. We're gonna rinse it off, and then we're gonna foam it back on for the contact. I don't know if I recorded it, if my brother recorded it, but I didn't bring a mitt on the stick, so we're gonna have to improvise. All right, now that's all fully rinsed, we're gonna just do another foam. This one doesn't have to be as heavy, it's gonna be kind of a little lighter. All right, me and my brother are gonna start with the contact wash. He's gonna do the top. I'll probably do the bottom. So, well, we split it up in half and half. Yeah. So I usually start with the front windshield or the top of the top. It really just depends. But I got lucky. I got the sidewalk kind of helping me out. I didn't even think about bringing the mitt on the stick either. I was like, I don't need it. I mean, I guess we didn't really need it, but it would help out. And then for the front grille, I actually used the curveball brush. It's in the bucket somewhere, right here. Boom, curveball. And I use it for the front grille, so the bristles get inside the grille. And this whole bottom panel, I just gotta hit this whole trim basically, and we're done. The one thing I don't like about this gun, I don't know where to put my thing at, so I have to carry it in my pocket the whole time. Huh? Well, the McKillens I have at my house. I never, yeah, so no, I'm not even used to it, but it's nice to have it. All right, so my brother's gonna help me dry the car. So once I dry it, let me show you over here real quick. Since we're done drying, it's my favorite part. When the generator turns off is my favorite part. I hate the generator noise. It's so annoying and loud, and everybody's looking at you because they're like, oh, why does this guy shut up? His stupid generator's on all day. I hate the generator. So my brother dries that. I'm gonna get the actual blower so I can do the cracks. And then back here, my blower. And then I have the little gauntlet towel that I use to help dry with me. So I just take it with me. And basically anywhere where there's cracks at, you know, like the mirror, the handle, and then like right here, but this is like the most annoying part. Below the mirror right here is where it drips like crazy. So just gonna try to knock that all out. So you get the gist. We basically can do that on everywhere there's cracks. All right, so next up we got, my brother's doing the door jams right now, just wiping down the door jams. And then I got the tire shine left to do. And that's basically, maybe some final touches on the inside, but basically wrapping it up. And the sun is basically gonna go down in probably 10 minutes. So I don't think we're gonna be able to do the truck today. I'm gonna probably tell him maybe he'll come back tomorrow. But we got tire shine, so let's get this started here. Spray down. You probably want to spray a little bit further away than I did, or away from the car. And I went through with the Ryobi blower, try to blow these dry, and then now we're just gonna add some tire shine on them. This is my favorite application for tire shine. I know a lot of people like using the brush. I think the brush is good on like those big tread tires, but these tires not really that big, so this is my favorite way to apply tire shine, at least for me. The Auto Fiber's tire saver applicators, I think they're called, my favorite. So these will be linked down below if you want to check these out. So I think a pack of 3 is $12, $15, something like that. Not bad. So, and then one of them lasts you probably 2 to 3 to 4 months, depending on how many cars you do. So that's pretty nice. And I'm using Car Pro Pearl 1-to-1 in the spray bottle, which is my favorite tire shine. This or Decked Out's up there now for one of my favorites, but I still love Car Pro Pearl. All right, so all tire shined up. Inside is looking a lot better. I would say if I had to rate it out of 10, is there a way to turn the light on back here? I don't know if there's actually a way to turn it on. Let me see. There we go. Got a little light down here, but I mean, before the seats were definitely, you can see the dirtiness, and when I was scrubbing, you can see the dirt come up. I would say it's probably, if I had to say an improvement, I'd say like 80% better than it did before. Before it was like real, like, you can know what I'm talking about, that dirty leather. And especially this beige color, it's not like the best color because you can just see every little imperfection. It's the best when it comes to seeing the before and afters, but it's like to try to maintain and keep it clean, it's pretty tough. But I mean, it looks way better for sure. The back of the seats look better. And yeah, overall, the back seat looks pretty good. And the back actual floor mat, like I said, there's no heat extraction or nothing like that. So the floor mats are going to be what they kind of look like. And then I didn't go too crazy with this because it's not a super interior deep cleaning. It's more like he's trying to make it for his daughter. So trying to make it clean, you know, clean it up nice and here and there. Make sure the leather is definitely cleaner than it was before. And then the outsides, sorry, not the outside, but the doors are pretty nice too, kept well maintained. The only thing is the rims here have water spots, so it's like parked right next to a sprinkler more than likely because the trim's also pretty water spotted up there. So Might hit it with a little bit of a pearl from Car Pro to try to revive the trim. Make sure it just kind of stays, little pops a little bit, that gray kind of fadedness right there. Hit it with some little Car Pro pearl that I use. Same thing I use for the tires, just put on the trim. So might do that just so it pops out a little bit. And then my brother's doing some last minute touches there. But other than that, it's pretty much done. Pretty much. It's definitely looking a lot better than before. But yeah, just the plastic is a little bit faded, and the rims have that water spots for sure on them. So I've had my battles with this thing for a while. I think the best way to do it is to kind of go across yourself. I used to try to do it like this. It's impossible. You don't have the leverage at all. You need the leverage from the angle, and you need to hit it from this side. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray it. I learned this from the guy who does the I forgot his name. What is his name? The guy who had the Stoner Car Care guy who made the original reacher tool. That's exactly how he sprays it on, like that. So I'm gonna hit it like this. I don't really like it because it feels like it's slipping away, and I think maybe it's because it is slipping away because it's not really on it. If that makes any sense, like it's not clipped on, right? It's just like that. So then I'm gonna flip it to this side, and we're gonna flip it to the waffle weave side, and then hit it this way. You know what? This is actually way better than I thought it was gonna work out. Wow. That looks way better. Maybe down here. That's the water spots. Yeah, there's water spots on that right side, but I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty good. And I think we're done. I'm gonna call him, let him know, and then we're gonna show you how we pack up the car before we head out. So we just got done letting him know that we're done with the car. So we have flashlights out because we're trying to show you guys the way I packed this all back up. So basically the same way I took it all out, we're just gonna reverse it, right? So generator goes back first, but just to show you guys the real, I try to do this as I'm working because I hate having to do it at the end. So the vacuum's already inside. We're gonna get the vacuum hose right here. And then I just basically, same way I packed it all up. So come on this side, vacuum inside, hose on top of it. And then I got the water, the 2 water buckets. Oh, sorry, the generator first. The generator is like 50 pounds with the gas inside. All right, this is the hardest part though. Is fitting it in between the seat and that seat. Right there, so that's done. Boom, now we have a base to put the buckets on. So we have one bucket. One bucket goes in there, like that. And then the other bucket, I have the easy detail brush, and it will close with it in there, but you have to bend it, and if you keep bending it, it'll eventually snap, and that's what happened to my last one. So I kind of like let the water all out, flick it all out as much as I can. There you go, it's pretty dry. And now I just kind of put on top of the tank. Now I have the other lid, close it all up, and the bucket's ready to go. Now this is the tricky part. When they're heavy and full of water, hold on, it's not all the way. Make sure it's closed or else it's gonna keep leaking. So this is the tricky part, is it's gonna tilt this way. So I'm gonna close the door. Boom. So when I open it though, I gotta make sure that I put my hand right there because it will fall. I've had it happen before. And then the soaps, you guys already seen earlier in the video. Put my soaps right there, foam cannon right here. And my brother's holding them. Let me show you guys what I do. So the water is still, if you see, let me show you the water hose real quick. Oh, wait, did you already let it out? No. How the heck did the water come out? Anyways, I let the water out. It's already out. How'd the water come out? You let it out? No. I don't know why I let the water out, because I don't want that water hose. We had an accident, me and my brother. We were on a job. And I think it was because of my fault though, because I didn't let the water escape and the pressure was still pressurized on this hose. and we turned the pressure washer on, and it literally just blew up from the stem right here at the very tip of it. So that messed us up. Just make sure you let the water out after you're done, because I feel like that's what messed it up. And towels, now this is what I do. So dirty towels, I just throw into the front seat, because I want to just get all the towels and throw them in a dirty bin, right? So basically all my dirty towels, just throw them in the front seat, the passenger side. That way when I get home, I just throw them in the bin. And then we got the drill, brush attachment, all gone. Same thing, I just throw in the front seat in the little bag. When it's late at night though, or you want to go home, you just kind of throw stuff everywhere. Cone on top of the tank, kneel pad on top of the tank, somehow fits. Then the caddy, we're gonna go to this side. And the caddy goes on top of that, the G-Technic bag that I have. And then the last thing I need is our LB sprayers to take the battery out. So I take the battery out. If you don't take the battery out, it will spray on you in the car when you're driving. So just make sure if you have these, that's the only downside, I guess. You gotta take them out and then just put the cap back on so you don't lose the cap. But other than that, that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, nothing much to it. Not anything crazy that you haven't seen before. And I put these in the front seat also. And bang. That's pretty much it. Now I got my tripod for my camera. And that's it. I already got the license plates off the car, so we don't need to get them anymore. So that's already all done. Tripod's ready to go. And that's pretty much gonna be it, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below if you guys want to see more of these videos. And yeah, me and my brother maybe gonna get the Grinch meal. Maybe. Are we? I'm hungry. My brother said no. All right. That's gonna be it. Hope you guys did enjoy. I didn't mention, but my thing leaked in the front seat, so I messed up. So now my car smells like cherries. Go home, pack it all up, put the dirty towels to wash, and that's it. I'm out of here. Adios.